In the meantime, the Supreme Court could rule as soon as this morning on several closely watched issues that are front and center in the 2024 race, among them abortion and reproductive rights, and whether former President Trump is immune from criminal prosecution for his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Let's bring in NBC's senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Let's start right there with this Trump immunity case. This really dictates whether or not his trial goes forward on the January 6 related charges. Let's talk about what is before the court.
All right, several possible paths here. They could say he's completely immune from any prosecution. That seems highly unlikely. They could say he's not immune for anything. That seems unlikely because it would be setting a precedent for all presidents going forward. I think what's most likely is they're going to set a new rule for all criminal prosecutions of any former president going forward because they've never had to do that before. I think they want to set the legal standard, but then they're going to make the lower court go ahead and apply that legal standard based on the facts in this indictment against Trump, which means it's going to be delayed. That's going to take a long time to go back down. And then whatever the lower court says, he can appeal that too. And so I think as people are thinking about, well, why would it take so long to get to trial before November? It's because of all of that process still has to happen.
And bottom line, if he were to win in November, the likelihood is that he would dismiss that case upon taking office. Okay. There's a January 6 case that has to do with one of the January 6 defendants who was charged with something specific, obstruction of official proceeding, which was January 6 trying to certify the election in Congress. And the issue is whether or not that law applies here.
Yes.
Big ramifications for others who've been convicted under that law.
Yeah, more than 200 people have actually been charged with that. And so it could affect potentially all of those prosecutions as well. If they say going to the Capitol, storming the Capitol is not an obstruction of official proceeding, it wouldn't be throwing out the whole statute, but it would be narrowing it, which would be about 50 people where all of those charges would be completely dismissed, and more than 100 where they've been charged with a couple things, including the former president. He's been charged with that as well. It applies differently to him because he didn't storm the Capitol, so it's a little bit different application in his case. But he would, of course, use it as a ground to, again, try to delay.
And then finally, a major abortion case, one of the strictest abortion bans in the country, is Idaho state law. It's coming up against a conflict in federal law, and the Supreme Court will have the final say.
And it's not just Idaho. It's at least 6 states that have an exception if the mother's life is on the line. But what if the mother's health is on the line? What if she's at risk of losing
an exception to the abortion ban that they have?
Exactly. And so federal law says you have to provide stabilizing care, even if that stabilizing care involves an abortion. And Idaho is saying our doctors can't do that. And so they're going to have to reconcile that conflict.
All right, Laura, lots to watch. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.